Welcome to another episode of the Bottom Shelf Project. I'm Richard, and with me today are...
Terry.
And John.
Yeah, John's waving to the camera, but we have to hear him for it to actually see him.
I said hello.
Yeah, after prodding.
So I'm holding here the traveling bottle of wisdom with some kind of clear nefarious fluid. What are we looking at here? What's our sampling today?
Today, we are drinking Sobieski vodka. Sobieski is 100% pure rye vodka.
I have never had a rye vodka.
Distilled in Poland. 40% alcohol by volume, so 80 proof. The back of the label is barren. All it says is, my name stands for one of the most recognized kings of Poland of all time, King Sobieski. That is it. That is all the information on this bottle. Now, however, when I was at the liquor store, the gentleman who was showing me this bottle was telling me that this uses the same grain that Belvedere uses. Now, Belvedere was costing about $30 a bottle. This one was costing $12.99. So, with that same grain, I'm hoping that this is
a viable alternative.
Similar quality. Yeah. All right.
So,
and it was endorsed by the machine.
The machine.
Yes, the machine endorsed it. Yeah.
Well,
Are we going blue on this channel?
Yeah, just
are we going blue on this
channel? There's a
channel?
comedian that does a very good routine on the machine.
Everyone knows the machine.
You know?
Well, it smells like vodka.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Yeah.
it almost smells like isopropyl alcohol.
Yeah, that's pretty much
Which
what
is
vodka
vodka.
Story time. Ages ago, when I was still in junior college in our hometown, we had a couple Russian exchange students that would talk about drinking technical alcohol. And I didn't know it at the time, but apparently it's wood grain alcohol. And there were stories about it would kill people and make you go blind. So I'm hoping this is better quality.
Well, only one way to find out, gentlemen.
See you in the emergency room.
Yeah, it's vodka. Oh, that burns.
Okay.
It does burn, but not as much as I thought it would. I'm okay with it.
Initial flavor is much sweeter than I would ever think a vodka could be.
Yeah. But I can't put, it's not
Are we drinking the same vodka?
You gave it to us.
I'm damned, because like I said, the first sip, holding on my tongue. Now, yeah, the burns there on the aftertaste. But
yeah.
I got no
It's
sweetness
drinkable.
except for the sweetness of pain. That is all I got.
Oh,
for
man.
me, it's kind of a roller coaster. It starts off surprisingly mild, slightly oily consistency, which I prefer in a vodka. I like it a little bit thicker, not watery. It's got some initial sweet, leading into some peppery bite on the back end. And then the roller coaster just pitches down towards Hades, because then afterwards it's got a burn, there's a weird chemical flavor, and an aftertaste that I'm having a hard time describing, but it's really hanging on. It's got a weird chemical quality to it. And it's not pleasant.
No. And it burns all the way down, like into the stomach. Like, it's not like
it burns my colon.
Yeah, it's not like it's burning my throat a little bit as I drink it. I can feel it passing through my system, and it's scouring as it goes.
So we can use it to get a scan at the hospital as it coats, soothes, and does not relieve.
I mean, it's up until you taste it. It's like John said, it's just a vodka. It's characterless. There's nothing there. You smell alcohol, and that's it. But
okay. When we start to monetize this channel, the first product we need is a T-shirt with the quote, "Up until you taste it." Bam. That's our T-shirt.
My friends, this is a strange tea.
Until you taste it.
This is a really strange tea. It's
I feel like if Belvedere is made from the same grain, like if Belvedere vodka and this are the same starting point, I feel like this one went through a wormhole and ended up on the far reaches of space because it diverged drastically.
You know what it reminds me of? You know what it reminds me of is when my ex-wife and I were first dating. She's, for the viewers who don't know, she's Japanese, and she gave a gift set to her host family of, I think it was 4 little sample bottles of sake and 1 of shochu. And her host parent, Mr. James, he had been in Japan, and he's like, "Hey, I forgot, what's the difference between sake and shochu?" And she didn't know how to say it in English, and she panicked, and this is exactly what she said. One is like this, and the other's like that. That was her answer.
Well,
same thing.
Yeah.
One's like this, one's like that.
Well, I've actually had more to do with vodka in the past few days because one of our local distilleries, Manifest, makes a fine potato vodka, and I've gotten into making cosmopolitans with it. And again, it's a good vodka and a really tasty drink. We've made it like a strawberry variant, but really like it a lot, and it's got characteristics I love about it. I've had other vodkas that weren't terribly expensive, but like Froggy Bee comes to mind. Aylesbury Duck was another one, really funny looking bottle. And again, French ones, but they're not terribly expensive, that had just enough character to make it interesting and differentiate it, but still be a vodka and still not be offensive and overpowering and go with whatever you want. The people that just drink vodka neat are either from Eastern Europe or they're wrong, because I just don't think this kind of stuff should be drunk by itself. I mean, hitting yourself in the head with a brick would be a lot faster.
Well, I don't know. It depends on how fast you drink this shot.
Well, it would burn that.
I can drink this shot pretty fast, Gary. Okay.
I mean, I can drink it. It's not as offensive as some that we've had even recently, but
I feel like it would be okay if I were going to mix it with something strong like cranberry juice, but
yeah.
But
I don't think it would be good for a martini.
I don't think
it would be good for a Cosmo.
It would not be good for a vodka tonic.
No.
It needs something with a lot of character to it to mix.
Correct. It needs a really strong, maybe a screwdriver, some
Bloody Mary.
But that's right, Mr. Mrs. T, Bloody Mary mix. Buy it, or I'll kill you.
Oh yeah, I can see it. I can see it going in a Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
I think that's what it would be fine for. If you're going to do something really strong like a Bloody Mary or cranberry juice, it would be perfectly acceptable for $12, right?
Yeah.
But this is not going to go into my dirty olive martini. I don't want it anywhere near. No olive deserves that fate.
No. No.
What did that olive ever do to you, Richard?
Whatsoever. I'm sure that we could find worse.
Well,
but
the thing is, but yes, we could find worse. But Effin vodka was very close to this price point, and if I'm gonna go,
and it was great,
and that was a good vodka.
That was a fun vodka.
So I can't recommend this bottle because if I were going to recommend a budget vodka bottle, I would go with the Effin' Vodka. And this doesn't come anywhere. This can't hang. This is the Tito's.
Oh goodness, the Tito's was dirt cheap, and man, that was a good vodka.
Yeah, exactly. I would go Tito's over this as well.
Yeah. Good point. Yeah, Tito's is a big thumbs up on that. That was a fine.
Exactly.
Vodka. Yeah, that was a good vodka. So it's not that we hate vodka. I don't want anybody to get the impression that we hate vodka. We've reviewed Tito's and Effin' Vodka and liked both of them. This one, however, no.
Big pass. Hard pass on Sobieski.
Yeah. So if you see it on sale for like $8 or $9, okay, take it.
Definitely don't buy it. No.
I was thinking of using this for the old college trick of hold watermelon and let it drain into the fruit. You know, something unique if you want a really dirt cheap bottle of vodka to do something like that with. Or if you're going to make Jello shots, because those are still a thing. Okay, fine, you can use this. But if you're going to drink like a grown-up, no, pick a better bottle.
I'm out. I'm done.